How automation and robotics are revolutionising the manufacturing sector. Manufacturing robotics have become the cornerstone of Industry 4.0. But how do you know whether you're embracing all of the changes and actually on that crest of a wave, or whether you're being left behind? We've come up with the 10 areas that you need to make sure that you understand and that are going to really help your business stay in front of the curve. So the first is AI integration. AI has become the big buzzword in the last 12 to 24 months. But how can you make sure that you're integrating AI in all of your processes, but in the right way? You can't just allow AI to suddenly run the business. You need to make sure that it's in a controlled manner, and then understanding how AI will evolve your business over the coming years. The second is advanced robotics. Robotics have been around for many, many years within manufacturing. But advanced robotics, it's really how you take the technology, the hardware, and then amalgamate it with software and AI to really get the most out of your manufacturing processes. The third is using industrial Internet of Things. These are all the different connected devices that can work on their own, but they pull in data, and then it's how you then use that data to improve the process as a whole. There's so many different parts that you can shave off seconds, and also the precision of how the manufacturing process is working within your business. The fourth is edge computing. How can you make sure that you are absolutely maximising every area within the manufacturing process so that you're really slimming down to milliseconds of time that you're saving and gaining that advantage on the process? And those really, really small advantages all add up to huge gains over your competitors. Fifth is understanding immersive technologies, things like VR, so virtual reality. How can you use them within your business for things like training your existing teams, but also using virtual reality for improving your sales process? The sixth element is additive manufacturing. This is all around what tools are you using to really help some of the minor processes. For example, 3D printing for creating prototypes. This can shave off literally hours or days depending on what industry you're in. So how are you looking at different technology, not just for creating the widget that you create, but for actually enabling everything around that process? Seventh area is cybersecurity. It is the biggest risk to any business in today's modern connected world. You need to make sure that cybersecurity is at the absolute foundation of everything that you're doing. And how are you ensuring that it's fully managed? That means that there's not different machines that are able to just get neglected and fall out of sync and aren't being patched and updated. You need to make sure that fully managed cybersecurity is a part of every decision that you're going to make when it comes to expanding, getting additional machinery. Number 8 is your ecosystem automation. It's so easy to look at automation just from the physical thing of what you're manufacturing, but actually automation at both ends of the scale. So you've got your initial part, which is your sales side, then you've got your middle part, then the final part is how you then finalise and invoice and collect in the money. Are all of these areas maximising automation, or are some of them still resource hungry? Number 9 is around proactiveness. Are you planning and looking into the future regularly? It's so important that at least maybe once a quarter that you are looking at what's going on in the industry. And this is really where attending trade shows and really staying on the pulse of the industry is so important. You need to understand how your industry is evolving so that you don't suddenly get left behind. And number 10 is about rolling replacement strategies. You need to make sure that your equipment isn't beyond its expected life. An example could be that if it's suddenly starting to cause extra issues, maybe it keeps breaking down and it's stopping the entire manufacturing process. This can be the same whether it's computers, a network, or maybe a main bit of machinery. You just need to make sure that you're really keeping on top of the age of the machines, the warranties of the machines, and then what will be the impact. Often, a small minor rolling replacement will make a huge impact to the total bottom line of a project. So you need to make sure that everything is fully audited and asset tagged so that you then understand what are the assets within the business, how old are they, and then you can calculate how likely they are to start failing. and which bottlenecks can you then maybe look at replacing and improving. So we know that technology can be a real strain on a business, and maybe understanding it and trying to keep up to date with it can be really difficult. Let's face it, you're great at doing the manufacturing and producing the widget that you produce, but how much do you feel that technology is potentially holding you back? Mainly just through to gaps in knowledge and not understanding the full potential of it. Well, that's where Syn-Star can help. So please click on the link and book a free audit today.